Okay, you are welcome back to this video. Please, if you are new here, please consider subscribing and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, let's run through quickly what I have on the board. So here we are still under the concept of algebraic expression of complex number, and here we're going to look at multiplication of complex numbers. Still the same example, and of course, in this case now we are asked to multiply these complex numbers. We are asked to perform these operations. And now, if you notice, we've been making use of the same examples we made use of in addition and subtraction of complex number. That is because it does not really matter the figure you use. The most important thing is to understand the concept. Once you understand the concept of addition, subtraction, multiplication, even division, it will no longer matter the values they give to you. So it therefore means that if they change the value, you can still perform the operation. So in this case now, we are asked now to multiply this. So in this case, we are asked to find this. So in this number 1, it is nothing but z1 times 2z2. So, and of course, we know that z1 is this, z2 is this. So this 2z2 means that you are going to use the factor 2 to multiply out z2. Then after we now take the product of z1 and z2. All right. And now for us to start solving, and of course, number 2 says find z1, multiply z1 times z2. So this one times this one straight up. And the third one said 2z1 times 3z2, meaning that this z1 now multiply it by 2 and this z2 multiply it by 3. Then after which multiply this and this. All right. Okay, so let's start with the very first one and advance. So the first says z1 times 2z2 is going to be equal to, now open a bracket, z1 is actually 3 minus 3i. Now times 2 into 4 plus 3i. So I'm going to bring down this 3 minus 3i all in bracket. Now times, open my bracket. Now I'm going to use this and multiply this. So I'll have 8 plus 6i. Now, the reason why I use this to multiply this and still put it in bracket is to tell you that even though I have used this to open out this bracket, that whatever thing that is going to be the outcome here as this opens this bracket is still going to multiply whatever thing that is here. All right, that is why I still have this bracket and this multiplication sign is also remaining there, because don't forget, this is multiplication of complex number. So at this point now, I'm going to multiply out by means of expansion in mathematics. So doing that, it will mean that how I'm going to put it is that this 3 will multiply this 8, and this 3 again will also multiply this 6i. Next, this minus 3i will multiply this 8, and again this minus 3i will also multiply this 6i. Very, very important. So the way I can put it now is that this is 3 into 8 plus 6i close, again minus 3i into 8, sorry, and let me clean it entirely and write it very well. Okay, I actually mean 3 into 8 plus 6i, then minus 3i into 8 plus 6i. Okay, so having expressed it this way, you can now clearly see what I have here. So it's trying to tell you that this part is multiplying this part, such that this 3 multiplies this and this, which is what I have here, and this minus 3i multiplies this and this, which is also what I have here. So I'm going to open out this bracket with this 3 and open out this bracket with this minus 3i. So doing that, I'll have that 3 times 8 is nothing but 24, that's plus 24, and 3 times 6 is nothing but 3 times 2, 12, and 18, so plus 18i. Now over here I have minus 18i. Over here I have minus, sorry, this one gives me minus 24i, and I have minus 18i. Okay, so evaluating the whole of these things, I'm going to have, that is collecting like terms now, I'll have 24, then 24, then I'll have collecting my, sorry, this one is going to be I squared, not I rather. So this is minus 3i times 8 gives me minus 24i, minus 3i times plus 6i, I have minus 18i squared. Okay, so collecting my like terms, I will have that. Now, but before I collect like terms, there's something I want to buttress on a little bit. Don't forget what we did when we are trying to in the first video. If you've not watched it, please try and watch that first video. In my first video, we said that minus 1 is equal to I squared. So whenever you see I squared, remove it and replace it with minus 1. So if you now watch here, I have minus 18 I squared. So only this I squared attached to this minus 18 means minus 1. So this is more like saying, the whole of this part now is more like saying minus 18 times minus 1, which will give me plus 18, because minus 1 means I squared. So in complex number, whenever you see or wherever you see I squared, it means minus 1. So now, expressing this further, we have 24 plus 18i minus 24i, then plus 18. So in this case now, this one now is now a real number, no longer an imaginary number. So at this point, I can now collect my like term to now give me 24 plus 18 plus 18i minus 24i. Give me 42 minus 6i. So that is the answer in this case. So 24 plus 18 gives me 42, and 18i minus 24i gives me minus 6. Very, very important. Okay, let's quickly tackle. So take down the notes and let's quickly tackle the second one that says Z1 times Z2. Okay, in the second case now, it says Z1 times Z2. It simply means open a bracket, put Z1, which is 3 minus 3i, into times 4 plus 3i. We have this. So we have already inserted it. So next stage will be to expand out. Therefore, this 3 will multiply these 2, and this minus 3i will also multiply these 2. In that case, I'm going to have 3 into 4 plus 3i, then minus 3i outside into 4 plus 3i. This is what I have. Now, using this 3 now to open out this, and using this minus 3i to open out this, I'm going to have that this is equal to 12 plus 9i. Over here, I'm going to have minus 12i minus 9i squared. Again, minus 1 is equal to I squared. Very, very important. Therefore, I'm going to have that this is equal to, so this key is very, very important. So over here, and I'm going to have that this is 12 plus 9i minus 12i plus 9, because this I squared is minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 times minus 9 gives me plus 9. At this point now, I'm going to collect like terms. And collecting like terms, I'm going to have that 12 plus 9 plus 9i minus 12i. So evaluating this further, I will have that this is 12 plus 9. I'm going to have 21. Then this 9 minus this 9i minus 12i, I'm going to have minus 3i. So that is the answer. Okay, so finally now let us look at the third one, which says 2z1 times 3z2, and let us know what we are going to have. So the third one says 2z1 times 3z2. So in this last case now, we are going to do it similar. This one is more like similar to the first case we've seen. So we are going to have that this is actually equal to 2 into 3 minus 3i. So this 3 minus 3i is our z1, then times 3 into 3 plus 4i. So this 3 plus 4i, sorry, rather 4 plus 3i rather. 4 plus 3i. Okay, this 4 plus 3i is our z2. So we put it in here. So this 3 is actually this 3 here. This 2 is this 2 here. This z1 is this in this bracket, and z2 is this in this bracket. Very important. So now expanding this bracket with this and expanding this bracket with this, we are going to have that. Remember, this multiplication sign still remains there. So we're going to have that this is 6. This is 2 times 3, 6. And next, 2 times minus 3, we have minus 6i. So we also put it in brackets, still put this multiplication sign to show that whatever thing is going to be the outcome is waiting for this outcome to multiply it. So this 3 times 12, we have, open a bracket first, we have, sorry, 3 times 4 rather, we have 12, then 3 times 3, we have plus 9i, close. Now, at this point, we are going to still multiply, but in this case, now, this kind of multiplication is going to be such that this 6 here, we multiply this 12 and 9i, and this minus 6, we multiply this 12 and 9i. So we are going to have that this is 6 into 12 plus 9i minus 6i into 12 plus 9i. Okay, that is what we are going to have. And when we say 6 times 12, we have 72 plus 6 times 9, we have 54i. Now 6 times 12 again, we have minus 72i, and 6 times 9, we have minus 54i. So at this stage now, I'm going to collect like terms. Rather, this is squared, rather. And I've already explained what I squared means. I squared means minus 1. So this is more like saying 72 plus 54, because this minus 54, this minus 54 I squared is actually plus 54. So it will come here. Then I will now have plus 54i, which is this, then minus 72i. So this is what I have. So evaluating further, I will now have that 72 plus 54 will give me 126. And 54 minus 72 will give me minus 18i. And this is my answer. So that is it about multiplication of a complex number. So please take down the notes and you can practice more. You can even give yourself many examples and solve. You can just change the value, you can just change this value to any figure of your choice, as well as this, and try carrying out all of these exercises we've done. So please do well to subscribe, like, and comment, and don't forget to share. Thank you.